Every penalty shootout comes down to one moment, one player, one kick, an entire nation holding its breath. And in that moment, something happens to everyone watching. Your palms get sweaty, your chest tightens. You're not even on the pitch, and your body is reacting like you are. That's what fear does. It doesn't wait for an invitation, it just shows up. Most of us live there more than we like to admit. The what ifs that start before you get out of the bed in the morning, the tightness in your chest before having a hard conversation, the dread that sits in the background of an ordinary Tuesday with no obvious reason to be there. Fear of the future, fear of what people think, fear of being alone. For some people, it's a low hum. For others, it's loud enough to drown everything else out. Either way is exhausting to carry. Most of us have been carrying it for a long time. Fear makes sense. The world is genuinely uncertain. People let you down. Things fall apart in ways you didn't see coming. Fear is a rational response to an unpredictable life. But fear was never designed to be the thing running your decisions, your relationships, your sense of who you are. Fear was never designed to be your permanent address. There's a man in the Bible named David. Now, most people have heard of him, the shepherd boy who killed a giant, the king who united a nation. He was celebrated, successful, someone history remembers as a man after God's own heart. But there's a moment in his life that looks nothing like that. See, he's being hunted by his own son, Absalom, and the advisor he trusted most, a man named Ahitophel, had turned against him. The betrayal on top of the danger, and in the middle of all of it, David writes this in Psalms 55. My heart is in anguish within me. The terrors of death have fallen upon me. Fear and trembling come upon me, and horror overwhelms me. I want you to think about that. One of the most celebrated figures in human history writing about a panic attack. Without pretending, without performing, he brings exactly what he's feeling to God and says, God, this is what's happening inside me right now. And the fact that it ended up in scripture tells you something very important about God. That God isn't afraid of your honesty. He doesn't need you to have it together before you come to him. David keeps writing, and a few verses later, something shifts. In Psalms 55:22, he writes, cast your burden on the Lord, and he will sustain you. That word sustain means to hold you, to keep you from sinking. See, David found something in the middle of his fear. He found a place to put his fear. Now, centuries later, a man named Peter, one of Jesus' closest followers, writes almost the exact same thought in scripture where he writes, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. See, two different writers, hundreds of years apart, pointing to the same place, that there is somewhere to put what you're carrying, and most importantly, someone who wants to hold it. We're going to spend the next session talking about what that actually looks like in practice, especially when fear is loud and God feels distance. For now, I want you to sit with this question. What are you most afraid of right now? Go deeper than the first answer that comes to your mind. The surface answer is usually protecting something underneath it. What's the real thing, though?